Alright, time for my quarterfinals game of this month's REV GP. Playing against Prov, who is on some sort of Naya tokens deck, I think. Naya tokens slash activate ability slash whatever. Yes, they're on something. This hand's pretty good, so I'll keep this. If I find another, so I really want to find another red land, but beyond that, I'm pretty fine with, like I get to do the reanimation thing early. Do they have main deck Grave Hate? They have Redeemer of the Hollowed Flesh, which does do Grave Hate stuff, but it's not targeted Grave Hate, so as long as I can dump enough cards into my graveyard, I can play around this thing. Okay, Temple of Origins is pretty good. So that does get me all my colors for next turn, or for turn 3. I want to start doing Rough Rider stuff. So next turn they could just play Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh, so maybe I want to get something else into the graveyard before I discard Reclaim the Fallen. Just to play around that thing. Okay, they play a creature that does stuff later on. I mean, so the thing is, I do want lands, but at the same time, I don't want Reclaim the Fallen to get exiled. Is there a way to do this? Sort of. Oh wait, I don't have a turn 2 play. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to pitch the mountain here. And then maybe next turn I'll be able to discard Reclaim the Fallen. Because again, like just discarding into Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh seems really bad for me. When this is my main plan right now. So I will swing here, chip them for 1, hopefully find a turn 2 play. Terminal Impact is... do I want to kill this? What does this do? It distributes some counters, I guess. Is that fine? Like, I could Terminal Impact this thing, they play Redeemer next turn. Actually, yeah, I do want to kill this because it increases the chances that Ignite, so it gets to swing through next turn. Okay, yeah, and it also gets a card into the graveyard for Redeemer so that I can, like, keep ahead. Or, gets a card into the graveyard so I can exile it to Redeemer instead of exiling these more important cards. So next turn will be Rough Rider, I guess pitch Privilege Escalation because that thing is less castable from hand. Privilege Escalation does die to stuff for an encounter. Okay, that happens. Hopefully it's not Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh. Oh, okay, it is, and it's going to get a lot of counters. Am I fine just letting this thing get counters? Yeah, I guess I am. This doesn't give haste. Okay. Why do I think this thing gave haste? Anyways, Mountain. Yeah, it's reasonably safe to just pitch actual cards now. I guess the worst case scenario is that they have a second Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh, and then they do get to exile both my things. But that should be reasonably unlikely, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see what I get. Ignite Soul number 2. I just play Rough Rider and do the thing, right? I play Rough Rider, I won't pitch Reclaim the Fallen because I might want to hard cast it from hand later. Rough Rider, let's see what I flip. Mountain, that's useless. I'll make the treasure. And yeah, hopefully they don't have a second Redeemer because I really need this thing to work out for me. If this does get exiled, that's really... how bad is that if this does get exiled with the second Redeemer? Okay, they have 4 encounter. Let's hope they don't flip a second Redeemer. Come on. Okay, good. They didn't flip a second Redeemer, so I do get to reanimate Privilege Escalation next turn, which certainly isn't great for me, but it's like fine-ish. Yeah, Pledge, that's fine. Yep, go to combat. I'll give them the land, so they do get a treasure here. Do I chump with Rough Rider here? If I block here, I do get to discard Reclaim too. I don't think that does anything though. I guess it technically lets me also play out Ignited Soul to turn out on the same turn. Is that useful compared to just having a Rough Rider around for later? I mean, it does like technically get me a card, and I doubt Reclaim is going to be useful again. Like, Reclaim is just going to get exiled by Redeemer. Yeah, but at the same time, maybe I do want the 3/3 to start swinging in, because that lets me, like, what I get Escalation onto board, I swing in with Rough Rider. Redeemer swings through, hits me for 5. I mean, like, this thing is going to get pitched, and it's going to get exiled by Redeemer, so it's like there's no point. So it's just really, do I want this 3/3 around, compared to whether I want, do I want to trade this for another card? And I think the answer is, this thing's going to keep attacking. This thing's just going to make it unblockable, so yeah, I guess I block here. And, okay, cool. I guess I'll take the Mana Burns for later. I assume they have no more Grave Hate available right now. At least I really hope they don't. I haven't looked at every card in their deck, but I'm pretty sure they don't have other main deck Grave Hate, so yeah, this just works out. Oh, that's another Privilege Escalation. I should keep this in hand. Oh wait, Rough Rider means I can protect a Privilege Escalation from getting exiled. but I don't have a second reanimation spell anymore. They do get a creature from this guy. But that should be fine. Do I swing first? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I just reclaim the Fallen first because that's always what I'm going to do. Is there like any other... If I discard this, is there any other card that I will want to play before reanimating this? I guess like if I top deck another Reclaim the Fallen... No, I still want Reclaim the Fallens out of my graveyard. There's no way for me to go up in mana. Yeah, I think I just do this here. So let's see how they react to Privileged Escalation. They're going to sack their tokens, and then they're just going to take for everything else. Okay, yeah, makes sense. With Ignite, so deal damage, discard Privileged Escalation, draw a card, Final Fate. Okay, that's going to kill Redeemer of Hollow's Flesh next turn. It could also kill Melon. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I could have gone Final Fate last turn instead, or instead of doing the Privileged Escalation thing. Yeah, I probably should have at least thought about that possibility. So do I Ignite, so? No, because I want to be able to... double Final Fate. How much do I care about killing Melon from hand? Not enough. I mean, getting the second Ignite Soul kind of guarantees that I'll probably be able to get through for damage next turn, but I also want 5 mana for next turn. Sack the Treasure, play Ignite Soul, and then swing with everything, try to pitch some stuff to hit my 5th land drop. Yeah, I guess I'll go for that. They are at 9 lives. They're at 9 life though, so they're like not that healthy right now. Maybe some Ignite Soul hits plus some terminal impacts will end up winning the game for me or something. Okay, Ironback Tyke, that's kind of scary. When does this flip? The more permanent activate abilities. That will flip next turn, so I guess I do need to kill that. Can I kill Privileged? They have exactly one removal spell that can kill this thing in Sanctum of Repression. Seems like they don't have that in hand right now, because if they had, they would have like played it already. Protection from black, so yeah, that's going to swing through. Okay, they do have Sanctum of Repression. What are they picking up here? They're going to pick up Melon. Okay, sure. So they do also get a creature out of this deal. And I go down to 15. Temple of Origin is... I really wanted an untap land. Okay, so when does this flip? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I need to dig for lands. How do I do that? Final Fate kills that. Swing with both. Try to hit the black producing land. Is that better than... If that doesn't work out... Like, if it doesn't work out, that's really bad for me. Alternative plan, swing with both. Get Final Fate into graveyard, kill that. Like, I could go Final Fate frontside here, and then swing, and then, like, try to hit the black producing land, but I'm not sure if that's too risky for me. Oh, I mean, I always need to start pitching stuff to actually, to hit stuff. Like, there's a chance this goes horribly wrong. If that happens, I guess, at least Final Fate will be insulated from the Redeemer, so then I just play Shigani Mana Burns afterwards. Yeah, okay, I've convinced myself to go for a really risky play. They take 2, pitch this, draw a card, pitch this, draw a card. Didn't get paid off there, but I can still pitch Temple of Origins. Can they flip this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they can flip it next turn. How bad is it if they flip this? They can't flip and activate, right? Or no, no, they can't. So it's like it's fine-ish. Okay, so then I need to mana here. I get whacked for 6 or 5. 5 plus 7, that's 12. I die to Terminal Impact. If I play Rooftop Link here, I will be able to chump away some amount of damage here. Maybe I should have gone for the safer play of just I didn't have a safer play there. So I'm dead to Terminal Impact. Can I play around Terminal Impact? If I play Rooftop Link here, they can always Terminal Impact fate. No, Rooftop Link block here. This thing whacks me for 5, and then I'm not dead to Terminal Impact. Okay, I guess I do have to go for this. So, let's see if they have the thing they need. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me. Yep, move to combat. How do I not die to Terminal Impact here? Okay, well, this always gets exiled. Let's see what this thing gets them. Like, there still is out that I just draw. They're fetching right now. Okay, this goes to hand, though, so that's fine. They can get a 2-drop. Okay, they're just going to get another Ironback Tyke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need to play around Terminal Impact? Sort of. I do want to play around Terminal Impact. Actually, if I top deck Terminal Impact plus another land off these two guys, I will just win here. If I get Privileged Escalation into play, they're like forced to make some really or they're forced to attack their entire board if I get Privilege Escalation into play. I think it's worth trading off this thing so that I can prevent dying. Or yeah, I'm not dead to Terminal Impact just yet. Or no, I am dead to Terminal Impact because they have the treasure left over. Or no, they can keep the treasure around, but they also need to keep around Sanctum of Repression. So I think they don't actually have enough life to 8. Right. I counted incorrectly. Yeah, that was why I thought it. Melon. Okay. So I just need to top deck. I need to get exactly Reanimation for Privilege Escalation, but that does seem doable. Swamp. That's not what I need. Okay, so I swing with both of these guys and hope to hit what I need. And I will keep the swamp in hand because I do need a land in case I have something I need the land to do. Okay, come on. Oh, I discard mana here. Come on. That's not what I need. Come on. That's still not what I need. Okay, so let's see. What's my backup plan? I don't have a backup plan. So I need to Final Fate the Redeemer here. Yeah, I need to Final Fate the Redeemer. And then I survive. Rough Rider, Rooftop Slink, Chump. That thing's always getting through. Block. Technically, I can survive. It's not great for me, but like it's technically enough to survive. So I guess I have Rough Rider here. Sanguine Palace is useless. I'll make the treasure. Play Rooftop Slink. Keep one card in hand in case I need to discard. Yeah, because everything I need to do is I have enough mana to do everything I want to do. And then I'm just going to see if I can chump my. No, they just flip this and I die, right? No, they can't flip and also activate. Well, no, they flip this and then they get through with enough guys that I die. No, I survive at 1 life if I do that. So I do get a lot of looks at stuff. They flip Ironback Tyke. Okay. Actually, they can just put something in tapped and attacking and I die to that. Yeah. Pretty sure I misplayed this game. I should have swung with Ignite Soul first that turn because then if I drew Final Fate, I would have just Final Fated their entire board and then left Privilege Escalation for the next turn. Felt like that would have been a better play. Yeah, I didn't pressure their life total early enough, so Privilege Escalation didn't really hurt them that much. Okay, move to combat. Redeemer gets a creature. And, well, they're just swinging through with everything. No, I'm still dead here, right? Yeah, I'm just dead here. Okay. Pulse board, do they have Grave Hate? They have Crucible, but I think they're not that graveyard centric, so they're probably going for Grave Hate. Graveyard Plan, can I beat them as a mid-range deck? I can reasonably beat them as a mid-range deck, right? How much removal do they even run? Like, they don't run that much removal. They run a decent amount of removal, but like I also just don't want to have to deal with Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh because that card's really annoying to deal with. So I think I'll go off the Privilege Escalation plan for now. I think Inner Pupil is still not great, but it's like reasonable enough. Okay, this sounds decently good for what I want it to do. I should go Sanguine Palace on tap, right? In case I need to. No, there's no reason to. I can just get a swamp right now. Problem with Rooftop Slink when I go off my discard plan is that now I need to look for cards to discard, which isn't always going to be obvious. Also, Rooftop plus mana is like probably way too much discard going on. Okay, they're just going to 1-for-1 that's fine. I didn't want to discard off that anyways, so that's good for me. Mana. I wonder if I should have played the Sanguine Palace instead because it's going to like end up massacring me when I don't get to 3 black on time. Okay, what does this do? Does stuff. I can pitch lands right now, but that like prices me into playing. The problem is it prices me into stuff. Okay, so I want Terminal Impact. I want Rough Rider. Rough Rider is pretty good. Do I need to discard off mana right now? Not really, right? I have a play line. I have a pretty good hand. I have a play for this turn. I think like I've wisened up to playing with mana, so I'm not going to discard here. I will have to do this though. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay, Temple of Origins is getting exiled. So this thing will be able to hit me for 1. Or this thing will be able to hit me in the face because of discard or like first strike. What are they pitching off this thing though? They pitch Terminal Impact. Am I fine taking here? If I block here, what do I get? I want Rough Rider around, right? Because it gets me closer towards big Terminal Impact, but I don't think I need to do that yet. Yeah, I think this guy is having a 3/3 around is useful enough. They grab a plains. I'm probably just going to kill whatever they play here. Melon. Okay, that thing does need to leave soon. Are they doing anything else here? Like if they play out another guy, I think I'm willing. Okay, they're not. Sure. Ecosystem of Errors. Okay, that's nice. burn them with mana. Problem right now is I don't have any plays. I think I'm supposed to Exorcist and then Terminal Impact something. I could like Exorcist, Terminal Impact both their things if they have nothing good in hand. Yeah. Rebel at the Palace. Yeah, I'm just going to try to hit removal. Cool. I think I kill Gilded Noon Entertainer and then just start swinging. I mean, that seems reasonable. Do I want to use up my... Do I want to play all the land? I might want to keep it for discard fodder. I think it's like probably worth playing out my lands because I do need mana. And then I'll just try to keep other cards in hand for now. Yeah. Wait, did I use up 2 treasures for Terminal Impact? No, I only used up 1 treasure. Okay, I didn't... Oh wait, no, I did use up... Okay, that was a mistake. I didn't have to use up the other treasure. And that could matter because now, yeah, my Terminal Impact curve. Redeemer, okay, that happens. I think that's also dying to Terminal Impact. Although I need to worry about Revolt at the Palace coming down sometime soon. Yeah, I can't afford to let this thing... I don't want to give them treasures right now, so I guess I give them a counter. Which means it doesn't die as... Oh no, wait, Melon's protecting it now. That's really bad for me. Final Fate, okay, that's useful. Now, how do I prevent... I can't prevent big stuff from happening. The problem is that Revolt at the Palace comes down and I can't really beat that value-wise unless I've got mana shenanigans going. Probably should have killed Melon when I had the chance to. Yeah, probably should have. Okay, Final Fate that. I use it to protect this guy from the flashback Final Fate. I swing with Rough Rider. The problem is that I'm going to be empty-handed for Shigane chapter number 2. Is that fine? I can also swing with Rough Rider right now. Well, I don't want to give him Eternal Impact. So I can use Final Fate to kill Melon here. But oh wait, this thing doesn't... no, it does protect. Okay, but I kind of need to Final Fate that thing, right? Otherwise it goes nuts. Wait, this doesn't protect against red. I can Terminal Impact to kill Redeemer, which is a really bad exchange for me, but it's like fine-ish. Or at least it gets an Elf there. Maybe I should have given the treasure. No, I shouldn't have given the treasure. I think I swing. I always swing here because I'm not blocking this thing anyways. Exorcist, like I can Terminal Impact this, and then I only have Final Fates in hand. I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess I'm giving them a treasure because they're kind of low on cards now, so it should be fine to do that. And then swing. Do I want to swing here? Well, I should have thought about that before I did that. Okay, I guess I'm not swinging. I'm not swinging. Okay, well that's not great, but I guess it's fine. They will get a creature out of... No, they're getting a land out of the deal. They're getting a treasure out of the deal. Revolt at the Palace. Yep, happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I chump here, I will be able to do stuff, I guess. Okay, that's another Redeemer of Hollowed Flesh. That will eat away both my cards. Yeah, I'm doing Eternal Impact now. Okay. Okay. Counter 4/4. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. And they pass. Okay. Weird, but sure. Final Fate. That's pretty good. So I do get to kill both their guys now. Do I have enough black for that? Yeah, I do. Okay, this suddenly has things looking up again. And oh, Inner Range Pupil will knock out the last card in their hand, except I can't do that because I'm mana constrained right now. Do I just do both Final Fates? I Final Fate both of them. I have Terminal Impact still left in hand for later. Yeah, that actually does seem reasonable. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need to use up all my treasures for that, right? Alternatively, I can Final Fate one of these guys and play Inner Range Pupil. That gets me back on board. But then Final Fate will get exiled, which I'm not appreciating, or which I don't appreciate. I really need Inner Range Pupil to start forcing stuff from my opponent, and I also need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just really awkward. Actually, yeah, I kill both these guys, swing in with both these guys, get them down to 10, and then try to set up for Terminal Impact lethal. Yeah, okay. Can I set up for Terminal Impact lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 mana going. No, I have 5 mana going to next turn. But if this thing dies, technically gives me more mana. I mean, I can also Terminal Impact with the flip out this thing, and then maybe that gets through for stuff. I could also intervene people, forces them to keep cards in hand, which could be quite useful. But like, there are any ways to get more cards into my graveyard? Or maybe I just don't. I just assume I don't have the second Final Fate and just go for Terminal Impact because this guy's swing doesn't really matter that much at this point. Yeah, I think I really want Wait, no, I can't do both plays because I don't have enough mana for... Okay, why am I even thinking then? I literally can't do both plays. Okay, well, I guess... I mean, it also depends on whether Audacious Rough Rider dies, right? I swing here. If they trade, then I get to Inner Range Pupil. If they don't, then I don't get to Inner Range Pupil. And then I just go for Final... If I can't Final Fate... You know what, let's just... Fine, I'll just kill what's on board. Terminal Impact for 5 should be enough to kill whatever they flip off that thing, as long as it doesn't also give them extra value. Oh wait, Mana also burns them down to 8, so like I'm pretty close to Terminal Impact lethaling them. So yeah, hopefully they don't flip anything that gets them to... Okay, that's good. That's not very useful to them. Okay, what's their last card in hand? Is it... Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, good. Or no, they get to activate this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they do. Wait, they pass. Okay, they're dead to top. Why are they at 8 life now? So I swing with Rough Rider here. They're forced to jump with Husk Forger Acolyte. Or no, it doesn't matter. I swing with both. They do some blocks. I guess they can block here, and then that's bad for me. And that outcome's really bad for me. So I guess I just swing with Rough Rider here. Like it does force a block from something. Forces a block from Husk Forger, and then I play Rooftop Sling, flip it. Just accept that this thing's going to whack me for a bunch next turn, or I could just wipe the entire board here. Okay, yeah, I just Terminal Impact here. I swing with both these guys, and I assume there's no top deck that can get them out of this. Yeah, that seems reasonable. They're empty-handed. I swing with both of these guys. They block here. They go down to 4. And I think I'd rather just play it safe. Although I'm not sure if like letting this thing hit is the safer play. Is there like a single card that screws me over? Okay, they do the chump that I expect them to do. Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, I win then. Yep, GG. Okay, that was close. I didn't expect to win that game, but I guess my opponent just ran out of gas eventually. That does mean we're going into game 3. Seems like they're not doing this. They're not like trying to do the sideboard juke anymore. So I'd also try to not do the sideboard. I don't like Rooftop Slink. I do like Exorcist of Errors against them, but then that means that I have less useful things to Rooftop Slink against. I want to put out the Fluvium. I mean, like that's my top end thing, but there's just so many things that can go wrong when I try to Fluvium. Maybe it's worth boarding out. Do this because I do want 1-drops against my opponent. Yeah, whatever. Fluvium's probably good still. I do like some sort of split. Do I really want to? Like, they're not playing around sideboard juke, right? So, let's go back to my original configuration, I guess. This going mid-range is still seems like the best thing to be doing. Ugh. Okay, I guess this is keepable. So what? Turn 1 Ignite, so turn 2 these guys need to be... I guess I bomb Festered? Yeah, I guess I bomb Festered. Okay, and they're back. I think, actually, since I don't have great mana right now, I might not be able to Final Fate on curve. Or at least I can't flashback to Final Fate. So then, yeah, that's not great for me. Oh, I can't answer to turn 1 Husk Forger. Yeah, that is a problem. Alright, I guess that's the game we're playing now. If they play out a 3-drop here, I won't be able to kill it, and that is a problem. Hopefully it's not Redeemer Pollard Flesh, because that would be really bad for me. Okay, they don't have a 3-drop. That's good. Oh, okay, cool. They have Crucible, which it still hits Final Fate, but hey, at least oh right, they get to keep trying too. But yeah, I need to kill. I really want to kill Husk Forger, so I guess that's what I do. I also need to look for lands. Final Fate's what is Final Fate going to kill now that I can't flash it back? I think I still want Husk Forger Elves there, right? Like, what's my follow-up removal for? Because they could play a 3-drop still. Was there a reason to turbo this thing out if they have a 3-drop in hand? Maybe I just want mana instead. Okay, what 4-drop do I need to worry about compared to their 3-drops? Penwrath Dispatcher. If they're trying to turbo out Penwrath Dispatcher, then killing Husk Forger would be good here. If they're not, then I guess then just go Shigana Mana Burn so that I can turbo into Inner Range Pupil, hopefully. Either ways, that means I should be discarding Rooftop Slink. Okay, well this gets exiled, draw a card. Okay, good, I got the land I needed. Okay, this fetching decision is actually kind of tough because I need double black and double red. Okay, well I'm turboing out Inner Range Pupil, right? That's my game plan now. I mean, I could wait on the decision. The only way this punishes me is if I top deck Temple of Origins next turn, which totally could happen, and that has happened to me before, and that's why I want to be cracking these scenes as early as possible. But I mean, I could just go for a slow play, or the slow plan of Final Fate the Madork, and because like they definitely would have turboed out a 3-drop if they had it one, right? So I should just go for that. And then I'll just go for a Rough Rider next turn. Like it's fine. Crucible isn't completely a dead card, but it is like not that great of a card for them, so it does technically put them sort of down the card compared to what they would be at Forning. Okay, they had that. Okay, hopefully they don't get anything super great. Did they whiff? They whiffed. Oh, well that's extremely unfortunate for them. Yeah, I guess they also have to do that. Then see, that's why I cracked Pearl Fisher last turn. It's so that if I top deck Temple of Origins, I don't get screwed over. So it looks like I actually did learn from my previous games. Do I want to get Trigon Mana going, or do I? I think all my cards are pretty good here. So do I actually want to discard? Like I want the mountain around, right? Well, mountain isn't exactly the land I want. I want more black sources. And also, mountain is the most pitchable card right now. Yeah, okay. And I will pitch the mountain because why not? Oh, that's actually kind of worse than mountain. I do want to turn through my deck because that is usually pretty good for me. Festered. Oh. Well, what am I swapping it for? I guess I can swap it for Shigane Mana Burns. Like, what does this actually get me? A bunch of things on board, and I actually do need to exile this so I can get Intervene's Pupil down next turn. Ignite, so we'll probably pitch Temple of Origins to try to hit more untap lands. They do have Penwrath Dispatcher, which is it's just 4/4, so I don't want to block that. I do have Thermal Impact, which is one way I could kill that. So do I chump? Not yet. I think Rough Rider is still useful enough to keep around. If I chumped here, I make a treasure, which doesn't actually get me anywhere. So they grab out Melon. Do they play it out too? I mean, no point in chumping right now, so this just happens. I don't think they can easily kill Intervene's Pupil, so okay, they're just going to scry here. Swamp. Okay, nice. I do get to pitch Temple of Origins now. And I should attack first. Yeah. Is there any point in keeping guys back? Because then they can just keep attacking with this guy. I mean, it's fine, right? It's like, I'm not going to try to interact in combat. Festered Fluvium. Okay. So there is, like, I could go for a big Festered. If I flip 2 lands, I get to play Intervene's Pupil. Yeah, I could go for I could Festered for 3, see what I hit. If I hit anything good, like what's the worst case scenario of Festered? Because hitting it's like 1 land plus. Well, if it's 1 land, I can still Mana Burns afterwards. Then that gets me some cards. Yeah, I'm willing to risk it. Oh, that is the 1 land. 1 land, draw a card, make a guide. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but still not great. Oh, that's a second Festered. I should stop gambling. Actually, like that's really bad for me. Penwrath gets to attack again and put in a Melon. So then I need to use up the treasure to do Shigane Mana Burn. I guess it's still worth it. Yeah, probably should have just gone for Intervene's Pupil instead of trying to high roll with Festered, but whatever. Penwrath Dispatcher on its own isn't too threatening, and they don't have that many hasty guys to worry about. If it's a second Penwrath, okay, yeah, that's suddenly a huge problem. Okay, well that gets traded off. I go down to 8. They're still nowhere near it's 2 of these guys. Okay, I mean they're still nowhere near lethal range from 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 8, 11. I'm down at 15. I'm dead to Thermal Impact. They have 1 card in hand, so yeah, I block here, and I go down to 5. Or oops, go down to 5. Big Thermal Impact is also out of the question now, so that's annoying. Segment Palace. I can't afford to play this land anymore because it costs too much life. Yeah, that's my logic here. I could go for a big Festered, and if it hits enough lands, I will be able to. Okay, I always pitch this though, right? That finds me a land. Okay, I can't go for a big Festered Fluvium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Festered for 5. If I hit 2 lands, I get to Intervene's Pupil afterwards. If I don't, then that's really bad. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Alternatively, I Festered for 4. What are the chances that Festered for 4 ends up really bad for me? Like Rooftop, so I need more blockers. Festered probably gets me more blockers. Worst case scenario is that it just draws me a bunch of cards and does nothing else. But this could also flip me Terminal Impacts, which will answer these guys. Like I just need to kill 1 of these guys, and but Terminal Impact killing these guys actually takes quite a lot. If they have 2 attacking things, they can always keep swinging. Yeah, I should have just Intervene's Pupil last turn. I definitely should have. It would have at least simplified the board a lot more than whatever I'm trying to do now, which is to just high roll with Festered. Is like not a good plan, like not a very reliable plan. Yeah, Well, I guess this is sort of the game I'm playing now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Search for 5. It means that if I flip Terminal Impacts, it's not useful. Although Terminal Impacts wouldn't be useful anyways. If I flip Rough Riders, it's not useful, but I wouldn't be able to cast them anyways. Alright, I guess I'm just rolling the dice again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's actually, yeah, that's possibly the best. Wait, this is like extremely good for me. Yeah, that's the best possible high roll I could have gotten. Well, except maybe I wanted to draw some cards, but yeah, this is extremely good for me. Yeah, inner range people afterwards. Get rid of the last card in hand. And I will be able to block a bunch of things. Do I care about Ignite Soul? Ignite Soul could be trading with Penwrath. Yeah, okay, it's worth keeping around. So the problem here is that these two Penwrath Dispatchers can attack and then put down a 3-drop. But I will be able to kill both of them, so like it's fine, I guess. Iron Back Tyke, okay. Yes, this doesn't actually help them here. Oh, 1, 2, 3. No, they can't transform this yet. Okay, so my goal here is to try to trade off my entire board. Except I can't really. So I really don't want to take damage here. I want inner range people to stay around because I need this thing to go the distance. Wait, what? Or actually, I could just trade off my entire board. But then they have a follow up. I could just do some chumping here instead. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I might just need to. What did they actually grab with these guys? They put Iron Back Tyke into. Where did their 2 cards come from? So one of them is a land. They might have a creature in hand right now. If I chump away my entire board, what's my out? I need to like get a really good top deck, and if I top deck a land, the game's over. If I don't top deck a land, it whatever. I could do something like this. Would like that gets rid of one of the dispatchers. This kills that. I need to. Well, I need to block everything because if I don't block everything, it's really bad for me. So I leave one dispatcher around. Yeah, I guess it's fine. So most of the things die. Sanguine Palace makes a treasure, and they're being pressured by 1 card in hand. If they play out their other card, they're forced to sack a creature. They will play out their. Oh, okay, okay, cool. Yeah, looks like they had Terminal Impact. All right, so no, they made the game, so I can't kick them from it. So I misplayed by trying to Fester Effluvium here, right? Okay, so this Fester. Wait, no, so that's I flip Fester off Rough Rider, and this turn okay, yeah. So this turn I should have played Intervene's Pupil because if I played that, then they would be forced to pitch one of these things, and then they top deck Penwrath Dispatcher the next turn, but they wouldn't be able to put in 2 attackers. I mean, I didn't actually need to attack with these 2 guys. Well, I really wanted to attack with Ignite Soul because that pitches away my tempo. So then if I was doing that, I might as well attack with both. And then I did not need to Fester Effluvium there. I should have just played out Inner Range Pupil, force a discard of one of their guys, or maybe they discard either Melon or one of the gilded one of these guys, and then the turn afterwards they play Penwrath Dispatcher, swing with both. They only get one of these guys down, so maybe they fetch a 2-drop and get it down or something. And I guess I just take all that. I mean, yeah, I didn't want to lose my Inner Range Pupil, so I just take all that and go down to 4. I still go down to 5, but they did top deck Terminal Impact though. So yeah, so assuming that happened, so like this is a board state. Except I'm at 5, except I have Inner Range Pupil in play, and then the turn afterwards, okay, I did draw another Fester Effluvium, but like the turn afterwards, I could have. The turn afterwards, I do the Fester Effluvium and hope to hit big. Then like get to do 2 back-to-back Fester Effluviums, and I was still in a pretty bad spot, I guess. Yeah, the second Penwrath off the top was pretty bad for me because these gilded new entertainers. The second one was pretty bad because it just pushed a bunch of damage, and I wasn't going to trade away my Inner Range Pupil anyways, so like I would have been down at 5, and then that meant I was dead to any Terminal Impact top decks, but I would have been in a slightly better position because an Inner Range Pupil would have, or I would have had some turns of Inner Range Pupil forcing Inner Range Pupil triggers on my opponent, which would have forced them discard from them, which makes Penwrath Dispatcher slightly worse. How did they get their second? Okay, yeah, so then they would still be able to attack with 3 things the turn afterwards, assuming then I leave all these guys back. I Festered and probably make like assuming I make two zombies off my Fester, just with both these guys, grab a 3-drop. I'm still in this scenario again, right? Well, they wouldn't have Melon in hand. How did they lose Melon? Okay, intervenes people. Made them discard Melon. So I think the scenario would be pretty much the same, except maybe I have slightly more zombies. It didn't matter because they top deck Terminal Impact, and the turn that they hit me was the turn that they would knock me down to 5 no matter what play I made, unless Fester got some insane flips. Like the Fester flip 2 zombies would have been a lot more different because then I could actually block these guys. Or if I got 2 zombies, I could have killed one of the Penwrath Dispatchers, and then that would have meant there's less stuff going on. Yeah, okay. Well, I still managed to top cut again with this deck, so yeah. Last GP with this deck, so unfortunately it won't exist after this rotation, but hopefully I can find something else to play afterwards. Anyways,